Nikola Tesla has been reincarnated. This Zimbabwean inventor has come back from the dead. He built a machine that utilizes the ether to generate electricity, just like Tesla. The energy formed is called microsonic energy and is generated inside a substation, which then powers 300 homes.
You are aligning with the radio frequency. The highness radio frequency converted into pure energy that is useful. It is called a microsonic energy device. A microsonic energy device, it is the generator in this machine.
For people who are not familiar with this, half a megawatt, how much will that power in terms of a house or a community or what?
We're talking of about 300 standard house homes, yeah,
okay,
that you can power with one machine.
So there's no oil burning, there's no fires going on or anything, so where's the energy coming from?
We're harnessing it straight away from the natural energy that God has just put in the earth, on our earth. Yeah, the radio frequency.
So nothing unusual, but the main point is that a meter away there's no frequencies being transmitted from a microwave tower next to the park we're standing in.
So you were asking where the energy came from. You mentioned the other day the sun, but it's not like solar energy.
No,
right?
It's not. We're not using solar energy because this one is not even affected with clouds, light, and things like that. It just works.
So the energy, the radio frequencies that you're harnessing, are they there in space, in the field all the time?
Yes, they are. From the first day we started testing the machine, we have been analyzing and we saw that the radio frequency is there. But one thing that we want to know for sure is it alien or is it God? Is it man-made from another planet or is it from God? That's where we need, I think, scientific people to define exactly. But we know the radio frequency, we have everything.
If it's still a fully charged battery, the test is successful.
It's not screws.
Oh, that's 217.
0.9.
That's perfect. We get it.
So that's the 18 batteries.
Yeah, that's the 18 batteries.
So that's higher than the nominal voltage.
Dude! Wow!
So much.
That is awesome.
That's 18 volt batteries. So it has higher voltage.
Thank you.
Give us 2 thumbs up.
Thank you so much.
One final check of the battery voltage revealed a shocking result. Not only had the machine outlasted the expected battery life, but the batteries were still fully charged. This proved that the device was being powered from an unknown energy source.
Thank you.
This is one of the happiest days of my life, and I am so proud of this man who has gone through so much. He's listened to the voice of the divine coming through him, and he's done whatever it takes to bring this through for humanity. So congratulations, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Now we're going to get you well. Amidst the excitement of seeing this for the first time, a couple of strangers showed up on the site where we were being shown these devices, and Maxwell, the inventor, took us aside as soon as he could and said, "These guys are from the government," and I didn't know they were coming. Unfortunately, we're truly concerned about this gentleman, and we're just going to take every precaution that we can to keep ourselves safe, to keep him safe, and to keep this knowledge safe.
The microphone we had on Maxwell picked up the conversation that he had with one of the officials. So we quickly got the tape translated and found out that the government official was promising Maxwell a power purchase agreement where the government would pay him for generating energy for the country. It was good corroboration that they believed he had what he claimed. Although Maxwell didn't trust him because the government had already put him in prison in an effort to steal his technology.
A brief trip into the future with inventor Maxwell Chikumbutso. He's claiming a scientific breakthrough with this green energy technology, an electric car which he says converts radio frequencies into energy.
At the powertrain, we did it in-house, which makes it the first electric vehicle in the world that drives without needing recharging systems. On the greener power off-grid machine, it's very unique. For the first time,
energy is being generated using a radio frequency and without moving parts.
Chikumbutso is not the typical scientist. He dropped out of school aged 14 and says he's developed his blueprints through research and visions from God. A showroom in Harare showcases his prototypes. A helicopter that operates using any one of the 5 fuels, including paraffin, a drone and a household transformer that he says can multiply power 100-fold. But he says breaking his disruptive technology into the world has not been easy. He's failed to patent his work.
That's why we end up finding nuclear scientists, electromagnetic professors, so that they can assist us on the patent process. But as you are aware that in patents, anything that violates the laws of physics is not an industrial applicable solution. They classify it as a perpetual motion device.
Luis Kupenala, a South African-based Angolan businessman, has poured millions into the project, but now believes it's time to commercialize. He says the Angolan government and a Brazil private energy player have signed up to buy some of their products, but that other investors don't generally believe anything credible can come out of Africa.
We just sell from our skin color. We don't believe on ourselves. But obviously, a new generation has another responsibility to change this kind of paradigm to another level, whereby we have to capitalize on our abilities in Africa.
Zimbabwean scientists who spoke to the SABC also expressed skepticism, but Chikumbutso brushes the naysayers aside. He says he's determined to ensure that his God-given gift brings energy to light up the continent and put Zimbabwe on the technological map. Shingai Nyoka, SABC News, Harare, Zimbabwe.
My name is Maxwell Sangulani Chikumbutso. God has given me something that is going to change the world. It all started in Zimbabwe, where as a 14-year-old, I went from schoolboy to working man to help support my family. Our hard-working mother couldn't afford dinner, let alone school fees. Getting by was always a daily struggle. But God is good. We grew up fast, to say the least. But I had a knack for fixing up things. Cars, engines, radios, television sets, you name it. Anything with electronic components. I even created my own radio transmitter from scrap metal and held down a reliable job. That was only the beginning. I was beckoned to move on. Something in me began to shift. Somehow, I was learning in detail the mysteries of a foreign subject. Energy. Clean, renewable energy. It may sound crazy, but God was my professor, supernaturally teaching me to build something of epic proportions, and it was all making sense. Visions of blueprints clouded my mind. I couldn't stop them. Dimensions of different paths and how they worked were revealed to me. I was stunned at first, but wrote it all down. I had never studied the end of peace. God was giving it to me. A decade later, it was completed, a prototype. We called it the greener power of green machine. A new form of energy out of the least and last of nations. When we switch